A tired, aging father who spent his entire life working in harsh conditions just to raise his son. Working in a factory with torn shoes, skipping meals so his son could eat, standing in long lines to pay school fees. His only dream. May my son live a life better than mine. He keeps smiling through his pain. Visual prompt, old house, rusty fan, factory siren, worn out hands, cracked slippers, father walking alone in rain. Prompt. As the son grows up, he becomes modern, stylish, surrounded by new friends and a new lifestyle. He earns money but loses respect and love for his father. Calls ignored, messages seen but unanswered. Father's number put on silent. Son thinks, I don't need him anymore. Visual prompt. City nightlife, cafes, loud friends, expensive clothes, phone buzzing. A father calling. Prompt. The father waits 4 hours in the rain at the airport to pick his son. He smiles seeing him descend the escalator. But the son steps out laughing with friends and says rudely, Dad, don't call me again. I'm busy. Stop bothering me. In front of everyone, he blocks his father's number. The father stands frozen, rain pouring, old umbrella shaking in his hand, heart breaking silently. Visual prompt, airport parking, heavy rain, father's wet face close-up phone screen showing a blocked. Prompt, on the way home, walking alone in the rain, the father suddenly collapses. A passerby takes him to the hospital. Doctor says, his heart is giving up. He's emotionally broken. He has carried too much pain. Visual prompt, hospital emergency room, stretcher, oxygen mask, ECG monitor beeping fast. Prompt, he opens his eyes and asks only one thing. Where is my son? Please call him. Nurse tries the number, phone shows. You are blocked by this user. The old man turns his face slowly. Tears fall. No sound, just pain. Visual prompt, dim room. Ooh, drip, trembling old hands, phone lighting up with the message failed. The son is partying hard with friends. Drinks, loud music, selfies, laughter. A friend says, bro, wasn't your dad calling? The son replies while laughing, I blocked him. He acts too emotional. I don't have time for this. Visual prompt, nightclub lights, neon colors, slow motion laughter, phone showing blocked contact. Prompt, nurses see how the father keeps staring at the door, hoping his son will walk in. He whispers, just once, just let me see him once. Everyone in the hospital feels his pain. Visual prompt, nurse wiping tears, secretly close up of father's eyes filled with longing. A family relative texts the son on social media. Your father is in the hospital, please come fast. For the first time, the son pauses. But he still doesn't reply. He is too busy with his friends. Visual prompt, DM notification, son staring at message, then muting the phone again. The doctor approaches the father and softly says, Sir, your heart is very weak. If you have any last wish, tell us. We will try to fulfill it. The father whispers with trembling lips, I want to see my son, just once. Tell him his father is still waiting. Visual prompt, close-up of doctor's serious face, father's slow breath, heart monitor beeping softly. Start chapter 10. The father records a message 6 minutes. Prompt, knowing his son won't pick up, the father requests a nurse. Can I record a message? Maybe he will hear it someday. Voice weak, breath heavy, he says, My son, even if you don't need me, I will always love you. You are my last dream. His voice cracks, tears roll down. Visual prompt, phone recording screen, shaky hands, tear falling on the blanket. Start chapter 11. The son gets another message. 6 minutes prompt. A relative calls again and says, please come. Your father might not make it. But the son, annoyed and irritated, says, I said I'm busy. Stop calling me. He hangs up angrily. Visual prompt. Son surrounded by noisy friends, phone vibrating, son rejecting call angrily. Start chapter 12. The father's condition worsens. 6 minutes. Prompt. Father's heartbeat rises and falls. Doctors rush in. Nurses try to stabilize him. The father struggles to breathe and whispers again. Please call my son. Tell him, I am sorry if I ever hurt him. Even in his last moments, he blames himself, not his son. Visual prompt, flashing emergency lights, father gasping, medical team surrounding him. Start chapter 13. A small child in the hospital, 6 minutes prompt. A small child in the next bed sees the father crying silently. He asks the nurse, where is his son? Nurse answers softly, he doesn't want to come. The child hugs the father's hand and says, Uncle, I am here. The father closes his eyes, comforted by a stranger's kindness. Visual prompt, a child's tiny hand holding father's wrinkled hand. Star, chapter 14. A friend of the son speaks up. 6 minutes prompt. One friend finally tells the son, "Oh, bro, this isn't right. Your father is sick. Go see him." But the son laughs. "Bro, he always exaggerates. He's fine." Friends look disappointed. Silence fills the room. Visual prompt. Friend looking serious. Party slowing down. Son laughing carelessly. Start chapter 15. The last night begins. 6 minutes. Prompt. The father's breathing becomes heavier. Doctor whispers to the nurse, "This might be his last night." Father stares at the ceiling, imagining his son as a little boy. His mind rewinds old memories, holding his son's hands, walking him to school, feeding him when sick. Visual prompt. Fade in childhood flashbacks, warm lighting, father smiling softly. Start chapter 16. The son finally checks his phone. 6 minutes prompt. Late at night when friends leave, the son lies on his bed and randomly checks his phone. He sees 20 missed calls from relatives. Then he sees the nurse's message. "Your father wants to see you. It may be his last wish." He freezes. For the first time, guilt hits his chest. Visual prompt. Phone glowing in dark room, son's face changing from arrogance to shock. Start chapter 17. The son decides to go. 6 minutes prompt. His hands tremble as he picks his keys. Tears fill his eyes unknowingly. He whispers, Dad, what have I done?" He rushes out, driving fast, heart pounding. Visual prompt. Car speeding through empty streets, rain, emotional background music. Start chapter 18. Hospital scene. Too late, 6 minutes prompt. He reaches the hospital and runs towards the room. But he stops when he sees doctors covering his father's face with a white sheet. He screams, "No! Dad, please no!" He collapses to his knees, guilt crushing his soul. Visual prompt. Slow motion white sheet covering. Son falling to the floor, hands shaking. Start chapter 19. The lost message. 6 minutes prompt. A nurse hands him the phone. "Your father recorded this for you." The son plays the message. Father's weak voice says, "My son, I love you, even if you don't need me." The son breaks down screaming, "Dad, I needed you. I just didn't realize it." Visual prompt. Voice recording playback. Son crying uncontrollably. Phone slipping from his hands. Start chapter 20. The final lesson, 6 minutes prompt. The son stands at his father's grave and says, "I blocked your number, but you never blocked your love." He looks up at the sky. "Dad, I promise I'll become the man you wanted me to be." Narrator message to audience, don't wait. Love your parents before it's too late. Visual prompt. Graveyard sunset, flower on grave, son kneeling with tears, final cinematic fade out.